Our dear governor, in response to the hardship people are facing, decided to give a palliative package to ministers of the gospel. So we are right now in St. Peter's Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, Kpirikpiri, where all the members of CCN, which is made up of the Anglican, the Methodist, Salvation Army, and the Baptist, they came together, they are ministers, and each of them received some money and then some bags of rice as a way to support themselves in this season that we are into now. And I want to say that everybody is happy. They are thankful to our dear governor for being so thoughtful like a father to reach out to them in such a time as this. And I want to say thank you, His Excellency, for remembering ministers of the gospel in such a time as this. That have received this. I want to encourage all of them to judiciously make use of what they have, especially now that church is not regular. So more importantly, they should pray that coronavirus will be a thing of history so that life can become normal again. And they should be grateful to the kind of government that we have that will remember them in such a time as this. They shouldn't be like the 9 lepers.
But it's Evangelist Mrs. Chidima Wes. What I recommended pastors to do is, first of all, they will pray for the provider, which is our able governor, Chief Engineer Dr. David Nwezomahe. And
all of us have been appreciating the governor the way he has been, all the works he has been doing and all the good things he has been doing. We know that it was God that brought him, especially in a time like this. So I will continue to praise his effort, the way he has been doing it and the way he has been supporting pastors. This is not the first time, this is not the second time that the pastors have been benefiting. I have to advise him, let him go ahead with the good works he's doing. We as a church will continue to pray for his success even in this administration.
Thank you, sir. As it has always been his passion and love to cater for the ministers of God. His Excellency, Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, the Apostle David Nwezomahe, graciously released reasonable goods as palliative for the ministers of God in Ebonyi State. And today here, the Presbyterian Church here, the CCN block of Christian Association of Nigeria CAN gathered and distributed the palliatives, which is made up of 5 kg rice, over 500 of them, and that the entire society will be peaceful and be able to move forward.
Most Reverend Dr. Donatus Igwenjok, best of his kind, that the governor that has God first in its governance also takes into consideration the people he governs and has highly rated ministers of God in this state. Today, as you have seen it, it's a special day in which the governor of the state, Apostle Engineer David Nwezomahe, has graciously provided a whooping sum of 2,600,000 and 260,000 bags of 5 kg rice to be shared to 1,300 ministers across Ebonyi State. Pray conscientiously for the good of the state, for the good of the Nigerian state, for the welfare of individuals. They should also call on God that the pandemic could do COVID-19 and the development of this state will not be hampered by any other endemic, pandemic, sporadic, or any arisings from the pit of hell. They should be put to a stop. As the men of God stand up to pray, something great will happen. Abraham prayed, and there was a change in the situation. Christian Council of Nigeria is being attended to.